wondering what I'm doing standing out here on this frozen lake? Well, Collecting Cars now has a team in Sweden, and to mark the occasion, we're going to celebrate in a very Swedish way by sliding some Porsches around in the snow.
This is Below Zero Ice Driving, a place you come to learn car control. No restrictions, no speed limits, just you, a frozen lake and a rally-equipped 911. All the cars have one thing in common. They've been built by Tuttle Porsche to compete at the highest levels in classic rallying. Each vehicle has a close ratio gearbox, a full FIA specification roll cage and a set of fully studded competition tyres. The car I'll be driving is a 911'S CRS with a 3.2 litre engine producing 260 brake horsepower. But first, some tuition is needed, and for that I'm going to need the help of rally driver Ryan Champion.
Hi Ryan.
Hi.
Cheers mate. Well, thanks very much for that introduction. Ryan's going to be my instructor for today and try and teach me first of all how to get down this slalom just behind us here. But I thought we'd just touch a couple of things just on the car that we're going to be driving today. Tell me a bit about it and how it's set up.
Well, this is a 3 litre 911. It's really typical of a Team Tuttle rally car. So we have 8 cars here in Sweden for ice driving. And like I say, this 3 litre example is a forest rally car, so what we'd use on a gravel rally back home in the UK. So set up very much like that, and perfect for driving here on the ice.
What makes these Porsches particularly good for driving on ice? What is it about them dynamically?
The engine bin over there. So obviously the engine's in the back of a 911, as we all well know, but it gives unique dynamics, and it really is a good learning tool here because you have to think about weight distribution and weight balance. We don't have a lot of weight in the front, so we have to get the weight on the front to get the car to start to turn, and then once you pick up the gas pedal, then you're managing the weight at the back. But it works very, very well dynamically, but it does make you think.
Yeah. And I noticed we've obviously got winter tyres. We've got studs on these tyres. They're quite small studs on these, aren't they?
Well, today we're starting on a 3mm studded tyre. So this is effectively a road tyre, a standard Swedish road tyre here, just with a very slightly longer stud in it. Yeah. And then once you learn the basic techniques on these, we'll put you on the longer competition spikes tomorrow, and you can get stuck in the snow much faster.
So it's like starting on a GS pair of skis as a beginner, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yes. Yeah. Yeah. So these give you enough grip to get going, yeah, but you really have to learn the technique with these tyres. And then, like I said, tomorrow when you get more grip, we will go much faster.
Okay, well, itching to get into the car, so let's jump in. You can take us for a first sort of spin down the slalom and tell us a little bit about the principles. And then I'm afraid it's over to me to see how a beginner does it. So let's jump in.
Okay, let's do it.
Off we go then.
Okay, so we're heading out onto the slalom. And the trick on the slalom is to use as little steering as possible, but we want to use the accelerator to steer the car. So as soon as I press the accelerator, you can feel the car really starts to move. And then we get this pendulum effect that a 911 is so well known for.
Yeah.
So just into this hairpin bend here. As soon as I start bringing the power in, we're into oversteer.
And were you braking before the corner there at all, or?
We will. Once we build a bit of speed, then we'll start to use the brake pedal there. But even shifting up to third with this 3 litre car, you can feel just giving it a little bit of power. And we'll swing the car one way and then the other, braking into here now. Once the car turns in, then we'll just bring the power in really smoothly. Just control the slide. Now we can start to build the speed a bit, and just, as I said, use the gas pedal to turn the car, lifting off when we want the car to straighten up again, and using that pendulum effect. Braking now, and then just drift the car into the hairpin, and then really, really gently breathing on the gas pedal.
So the temptation a lot is to sort of overcompensate with the steering once you start skidding, but actually You want to use that throttle to push you through, then lift off to straighten off. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And the temptation is people really use a lot of steering and a little bit too much gas pedal. People are very keen to stay on the power.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of power. Really play with the gas pedal and brake in here, like I said, into the corner, and then really you're just using like 2 or 3 millimeters of throttle travel just to balance the car there, and just as efficient as you can be with the steering. And if the car gets too far sideways, you just back out of the accelerator, let the car straighten up again, and then using the brakes so you can stop the car very quickly, even on this sheet ice surface. As soon as you come off the power, the car will start to slow down, obviously, but you still have this pendulum effect, so you have to wait for the pendulum effect to stop.
Yeah.
But braking is the key to going fast on this surface, as you'll find out.
Right. It sounds so simple and smooth when you're doing it. I imagine I'm going to be all arms and legs any minute now.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
There is. All right, let's give it a go. Let's give it a crack.
Okay.
And yeah, I imagine the footage will be quite amusing.
Okay, so if you put the ignition switch down.
Yes.
To ignition switch,
yeah.
one, and then press start.
Yeah.
Keep the starter pressed, and then just flick the lights on as well.
That's on main, isn't it?
That's it.
Lights on. Lovely.
And first gear, and away we go.
God, crikey. Handbrake is off already.
Don't worry about the handbrake. Only if we're really panicking are we going to pull that.
Right.
All right, shift to second gear to begin with, and just a little bit of steering, give it some gas, short and sharp on the accelerator. Go on, a bit more gas, go on. Okay, here nice and straight into it, turn a little, now give it some gas. More gas, more gas. Now we're getting a lot of understeer there. So, woo, what we had there is understeer and then oversteer.
Yes.
All in one corner. So a little less steering, and more acceleration to begin with, and then you just really have to balance the accelerator. So short and sharp with the accelerator pedal. So really aggressive with it, then come off it. That's it, and then off. So it's just really short and sharp. So what we'll do now, we'll shift to third gear, and then you'll just find it's a bit more progressive when it breaks away. So come into the hairpin bend here, just turn to the right a little, no more than that, just use the gas pedal now. Start to turn at the slide, turn to me, more gas, more gas, more gas, more gas. Turn into the slide, that's it. So short and sharp with the gas pedal when you want it to turn. Really attack the gas pedal. More, that's it. Off the gas, off, off.
Ah, there we go.
More gas, go on, more gas, turn into it, that's it. Right, shift back to third again, we'll not worry about that little slalom post that we ran over. Bit more gas now, off the gas. On the gas, off it. Wait, oh, that was a lot of gas that time. Go back.
Oh.
Now, you're officially stuck.
Oh, no. Beached.
Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. It's not easy, you know.
It's not easy, but it's bloody good fun.
Just do this hairpin in a second. So start to the left-hand side, give yourself plenty of room. Turn just a little now, give it some gas now. On and off, on, on, off. Just so you get the feel of it. That's it. And turn in. Turn against it and back this way. Off it. That's it. And again. Good. That's better. Right, slowing a bit and then power. Turn into it. Gently, that's it now. Good. Power. Good. You probably want to take a break for a minute now anyway, because you've been driving for a long while.
Getting the hang of this takes more energy and concentration than you might think, so a welcome break for lunch and a pep talk was very well timed before we graduated from the slalom and onto the track with the other cars.
Ryan's left me now to go out on my own. Right, now the proper stuff. You could literally just spend days honing your skills doing this, and you'd be such a better driver for it. One thing's for absolute certain is whether you come out here as a complete beginner like me, or whether you're honing your talents for some competitive racing, you will not only leave a better driver, he says as he spins it around, but with a massive grin on your face, because there is nothing like this. It's just such a privilege to be out here with this space, learning how to drift a car around a frozen lake. The day's coming to a close now, so everybody's out on track. I say that, but there's still only 5 of us out here, but we're all out now, taking what we've learnt from today and trying to perfect it and look like heroes as we come around these tight corners and try and avoid the snowbanks as much as we can. Oh, and then he bins it. No one saw that. End of the day, everyone's pushing themselves. More of your friends finding themselves in the snowbank, but it's all good. You're not going to come here and not have an off. Oh, I think that is the end of a wonderful day. What a way for collecting cars to start things off in Sweden. That was superb.
After hours hammering it round the track, it was time to get off the ice, which meant a dusk convoy on a rally stage back to the garage. We'd all need our rest for day 2.
This is amazing.
The excitement to get out on track for the second day was palpable. Could we apply the technique we'd learnt yesterday, but now on an extended track at higher speeds and on the longer spikes?
Right, I've been given a pair of professional racing gloves with the below zero branding on there. Doesn't necessarily make me a better driver, but I do have the longer spikes on the tyres today, so theoretically things will be a little bit easier. Question is, can you remember how to do it properly? They're definitely more flattering with these bigger spikes. You do notice that. Yeah, so much more flattering on these larger spikes. Oh, we're gonna just get ourselves around that. And that's the difference between these longer spikes and the shorter ones, because I definitely would have been off there yesterday, no doubt about it. A moment lapse of concentration on this and you're off. One of the things that I wasn't doing very well yesterday was just very short, sharp, quick bursts on the throttle, and then when you feel the car start skidding, get off the power. And what I was trying to do was put more power on to push myself out, and that was not the right thing. There we go. Woo! Oh, I've done the same thing. Ah! Yeah. What happened there was, got a bit cocky. Thought I was talented enough to try and power slide round that corner. Nope. The guy in front of me is really pushing his limits there, and you can see he's building confidence, but he's also getting a few spins in, which is a good thing, because you want to try and find out where those limits are safely. And have more fun like that. Now, I don't know how it looks on camera, but trust me, when you're trying to sort of thread your way around this course, it's a lot harder than it looks. Just trying to remember what Ryan was telling me yesterday, just short blips on the throttle. Let your right foot do all the work. Oh, we're going to struggle there. Wow. Okay, getting too cocky. Probably a good time to go back in, grab a cup of coffee, and maybe a bit of tuition time is needed. Very good.
You see how much faster you can go though now?
Yeah, it's totally different.
You're always either accelerating or braking, really. One or the other. Go and do a few laps like that. And if you're not spinning, you're not trying hard enough.
That's true.
Back out for the last laps, there was no time for talking, pure concentration as I put what I'd learned into practice, trying not to be distracted by the breathtaking beauty of my surroundings. There is no other way to describe this experience than driving nirvana, but when you eventually overcook it and get yourself up on two wheels, it's probably time to cash your chips in and wrap things up.
Well, it's almost time up for us out here with Below Zero on this beautiful frozen lake in these gorgeous cars. Thanks again to all the team at Below Zero. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you're thinking of buying or selling your next collectible, whether you're in Sweden or Santa Monica, do get in touch with our global consignment team on collectingcars.com. Now, time for just one last lap, I think.